Hi, my name is Greg Ward. I'm from Syracuse, New York, and I'm here to provide a testimonial on Sean Terry and his Flip to Freedom Academy. First, a little bit about myself. Again, I'm from Syracuse, and I started learning about real estate in 2007. It took me a while to get my first deal. Finally got my first deal under contract doing probate marketing in 2009. It didn't close until sometime in the spring of 2010. It took a long time. In any case, did my first deal and made $8,200. From there, kind of got a little sidetracked. Found out my girlfriend was pregnant with our twin girls, and so that money didn't get to go all the way back into my business. Had to provide for the family. From there, I wasn't learning everything that I wanted to learn. Really wasn't learning much in my market at my local RIA club, small club. Wasn't getting much out of it. So I decided to get my real estate license, and I became a realtor. I was a realtor for about 1 year. Listed 3 houses and sold 1, and decided that that is not what I wanted to do. But it was a great education. So from there, I went ahead, dropped my license, flipped my made my second wholesale flip. So far I've done 3, and they've all been wholesale flips. Flipped my second one in 2011, and after that, and that was a probate deal as well. And after that, I came across Sean Terry on the web, and he provides a lot of great free information, and through his podcast, it's all free. And so I started listening to his podcast, and I've listened to, geez, I can't even tell you how many different gurus. I probably listened to them all. I'm sure there's a few that I still haven't heard from yet, but in any case, I listen to a lot of different gurus, and you know, there's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of so-so stuff out there, and that's actually one of the things that Sean Terry teaches in his program, is that he teaches how he gives away, you know, so much information for free that other people charge $1,000, and some of his students have paid $1,000. Actually, I'm one of those students. I've purchased a course before for $1,000, and I didn't get half as much information that I've gotten from Sean Terry's information, the free information podcast. But so one of the things that I learned that I was able to use to implement and get my third deal flipped was he teaches about the soft pass. And what the soft pass is a negotiation technique that he uses. And this business is all about finding motivation, finding motivated sellers, and not wasting your time on the unmotivated ones. And you know, he teaches you to create rapport, and after you create the rapport, you know, you get down to what they'd be willing to sell the property for. And I asked this one seller, I said, well, Karen, what if you know, I could buy the house as it is, you know, you wouldn't have to do any repairs, and I can close quickly with cash, you know, what would you be able to do? And she said, well, she hemmed and hawed, and you know, she said, well, I really don't know, Greg. You know, and I said, so then I started to use the soft pass, and I said, well, she wasn't giving me anything. She wasn't giving me a number at all. So I said, Karen, I'm looking at some properties here that have sold in the area that are very similar to yours, and you know, we're looking at somewhere in between. This one here sold for $15,000. This one here sold for $22,000. This one here sold for $29,000. You know, I'm probably going to be right in that area. Would something like that work for you? And she thought about it, and she said, well, Greg, the property is assessed at $51,000, but you know, I'd be willing to work with any reasonable offer. So that told me that she was motivated, and she was willing to work with me. So I set up the appointment, and I got the deal under contract using that technique that I learned from Sean Terry. Again, and I made $6,500 from that deal. And this is all free information that he teaches, and there's so much more. I'd literally be 5 hours talking about everything that he teaches. But what I would recommend is you go to his flip2freedom.com, flip2freedom.com, and check him out for yourself. Again, great content, and it's free. Thank you. Oh, and these are the checks. This kind of hard to see, but this is my first check that I ever flipped. But that's $8,000 made out to my personal name because I didn't have my business yet. And then on the other side is $200 because, well, my attorney made a mistake and it was supposed to be $8,200. And that was my very first deal. I keep this in my wallet because this is my shut up check. Just in case somebody doesn't believe you can do it, I pull it out and tell them to shut up. But actually it doesn't happen, because once you do it, people start to believe you. And here is my second check, and that was kind of hard to see here, but $3,100. And I didn't copy that. It was actually $5,000 I made, but I didn't copy the other one because I forgot. They sent it in 2 portions. I don't know why. So far I've gotten every one in 2 portions. And this is the one that I just closed recently, and there's $2,500 there, and another check, again, 2 different checks, $4,000, and this was made out to my business, G Ward Properties LLC. And if it wasn't for Sean Terry, I would have never closed that third deal, because that would have been a motivated seller that I would have passed up on, because I didn't know how to uncover the motivation on my own. And I learned how to uncover that motivation through Sean Terry and his free podcast. I ended up becoming a member of his Flip to Freedom Academy, but I wouldn't have learned that information if I didn't go on to flip2freedom.com. So go there and make some money. Thanks.